Hey guys, welcome back to Fashion Boss Innovations Academy. Trust you are doing very well. Great. In today's class, I'm going to be showing us how to cut and sew a palazzo trouser. Okay? How to cut and sew a palazzo trouser. But before we continue, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe if you've not. If this is your first time on this channel, I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. But please do not go away without subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always stopping by. We appreciate you. Without you, like I always say, there is no fashion buzz. Thank you very much. Like this video, share it, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. The like makes it visible for a lot of people to see it. Okay, so in today's class, like I said earlier, I want to show us how to cut and sew a palazzo trouser. So we are going to continue from our last. We are going to use the pattern we drafted from our last tutorial to cut this palazzo trouser. It is very easy, very detailed. If you've not seen the video, I encourage you to go see the video right now. How to draft female pants trousers, okay, so that you can bring yourself up to speed, so this palazzo level right now. You actually need that tutorial video to know how to draft a perfect pants trouser. As you can see, this is the pattern. You see how beautiful and how penciled, how fitted, how accentuated the curves area are, and all of that. You need to see that video. Okay, all right, so we are going to use this to cut this palazzo trouser. So I'll just rule out our basic lines. This is the knee area. I'll just quickly bring you up to speed. This is the knee area. Okay, this is the crotch area. All right, this is the ankle area. Ankle area, and then this is the allowance we added for the pants trouser, but we are going to fold this allowance inside right now and then bring it back when we are done with the palazzo extension. Okay, so we are just going to fold it in like this. It means that we are eliminating that seam allowance we left for the pants trouser. In this trouser now, this pants trousers now, this very one now, there is no any seam allowance. We are going to bring all the seam allowance to the back area. All right, so this is the ankle area, this is the knee area, this is the crotch area, and then this is the waistline. So we are just going to do a little modification. We already have the pant trouser drafted up. Please go and watch the video on this pant trouser. You really do need that video. Okay, so now we are going to start from our crotch area. Okay, we are just going to do a bit of modification. We don't need to touch this area for anything. So on this crotch area now, because it's a palazzo trouser, we need a bit of freeness around this area. So we are going to add a few inches to it to give us a bit of freeness around this area. For this front panel, we are going to increase this crotch area by 0.75. that's a quarter, 3/4 of an inch. Okay, we are increasing this crotch area now by 0.75, and at this 0.75 we are going to come down by 0.5. okay, 0.5, and then we are just going to connect. It's like you are extending your crotch right now to this point. Okay, you extend your crotch to this point. That's what it means. Hope you understand. That's what it means. so that you have some freeness around this area. Okay, you extend it. That is it basically. And then we come down to the ankle area. We are going to extend the length of this by 6 inches. You know, as a palazzo, for palazzo to be palazzo, actually it needs to be very long around the ankle area, around the feet area, and then a bit wide. Okay, it is not palazzo if it is not lengthy. If you want to do a 3/4 palazzo, you know you're doing a 3/4 palazzo. But if you're doing a long palazzo to your ankle area and then to your feet area, it has to flow around properly. Okay, so we are increasing this area by 6 inches to give us all the bogusness we need around the feet area. And then we'll also, you know, add 2 inches allowance for the folding and other joining allowances around that feet area. Okay, so what we'll do is this ankle area, what I have there is 10 inches, 5 inches rather. My ankle circumference is 10 inches. The circumference I use for this pants trouser, we divided it by 2 and then we add 5 inches. Okay, so we are extending this line down here. We're extending that line down here. So we are going to bring what we have here down here. What we have here is 5 inches. Okay, 5 inches. 5 inches. Okay, so we are going to bring this 5 inches down here also. Five inches. So it means we have extended this ankle down here now. Right? We've extended the length right now. So at this point we are going to add extra inches to our ankle area to give us the fullness around the feet area that makes it a real palazzo. So at this side, so you also have to determine how wide you want, you know, your palazzo to be. You have to determine, you have to ask your clients if there is a picture, how wide do you want it to be. Some people want to use 2 inches to add 2 inches to what we already have here. Some want to use 2.5, some want to use 3, some want to use 4 and 5. You know, some people can be very extra. It depends on how wide. For you to also be accurate to know how wide you want, you know, the feet area to be, you can measure around about your feet, you know. That can also give you an idea of how wide the palazzo trouser should be. But for the benefit of this class, we are going to add 2.5 inches here, 2.5 inches here. So we are basically adding 5 inches to it. We divided the 5 inches by 2. We have 2.5 here, and then we have 2.5 here. So this one now we are going to connect it to the hip area. This is the hip area, okay, where we have our crotch and our hip. We are going to connect what we have from the feet area, the ankle area, to this crotch and hip area. Okay, now it is optional if you want it to exceed this hip area up to this point, is optional for you. But if it exceeded this hip area, you know, it means you're going to have some form of looseness around this area. That fitness will not be there. So I am just okay with extending it up to this hip area, and I'm okay. It usually comes out very beautiful for me. Okay, so we just from here now, I just draw a straight line connecting it from the ankle area to my hip or my crotch area. Okay, this way, you see it ends there, it just fits into that space. Okay, and then we do the same for this other side. From this extension, from the crotch extension, okay, let's connect from here first. From here, so we are connecting from this crotch extension down here. Okay, so let's take it from here first. Down to this crotch extension. Hope you understand. And your front panel palazzo is ready. So we are just going to cut this off now and then use it to cut the back panel. It is quick, simple and easy because we've already drafted the main pants trouser. So I want to encourage you once again, if you've not seen this, please go and see it so that this will also be easy for you. Let us draft the back panel. All right, so this is the back panel of the pants trousers. I've gone ahead to extend my ankle area by adding my 6 inches, just like what we did to the first panel, the front panel, and then my 2 inches allowance. Okay, this is the nail area, this is the crotch area, the hip area. So like we did to the first, we are going to modify this crotch area by extending it a little. Okay, so I'm going to extend my crotch area for the back panel by 1. The front panel was 7.5, and then also come down by 0.5. okay, and then I will extend it. I'll just use my hand to extend it that way. Hope you understand. Then we'll come down here and add at 2.5 inches, just like we did for the front panel. 2.5 inches here, and then also add 2.5 inches here. Okay, and that is it basically. And then we'll do a connection from here to the crotch area. Okay, this way. that way. I have to make sure it is very straight. Okay, then this area, we have to acknowledge this curve we have here for the back panel, but we have to come up here first from the ankle area. From the ankle area like this. We'll still use a curve to modify it, but let's follow the line first. That way, but I like to use my curve to modify it from here, so this nail area, so that it follows the curve we have here. Okay, that way. And then that is it basically. Okay, you are also done with your back panel. Like I said earlier, drafting of the pants trouser has done the entire work totally. This is our dots area. This is our dots area. That's where the dot is going to sit on. So that's it basically. We are just going to cut it off and then we sew. All right, so we are going to cut the pocket for this palazzo trouser now. Okay, so I've gone ahead to attach my lining to it this way. You can also do the same to yours if you want to attach lining to yours. You just cut out just the way the trouser is, you know, and attach it, you know, like you have seen me do. You determine the length, the parts of the trouser where you want your lining to get to. If you want to do a full lining up to the ankle, it's fine. If you want to do half like this, it's fine. It's totally dependent on you. Okay, so we are going to do the pockets right now. Before we do the pocket, this is the front panel of the trouser. Okay, before we cut the space, make provision for the pockets, you have to sew these parts first. Okay, take it to your sewing machine and attach it. So I'm going to attach mine now. You place it this way, the front side facing the front side. You place it this way, okay, and then you sew it up, and then we'll come back to do the pockets. So I've joined, okay, I've joined, and this is it. Okay, this is it. You have to open it up this way, open it up and give it a proper ironing. Give it a proper ironing. Okay, so right about now we are going to make provision where the pocket is going to sit. Pin it down. All right, so this is the waist area. You're going to measure 2.5 inches here on this waist area. Okay, 2.5 inches or 2.5 inches, whichever one is convenient for you. But let me position it like this. Okay, 2.5. Then you measure 8.5 here. Okay, 8.5. So it's 2.5, 8.5. You get your curve, and then you position it like this. The reason why we are using this curve is so that the pocket we have the pocket will be fanciful. Okay, it's not just straight, all the way straight. Okay, if you want it straight like this, if you want it straight like this, if you want it to be straight or slanty, you can use your long ruler and do it this way. If you want it straight or slanty, you can do it this way. Okay, but me, I like it this way because it's a female trouser. It's, to me, this is finer and, you know, more fanciful. Okay, you're going to have something like this. You see how beautiful this pocket looks. Okay, something like this. You see, this curve is what makes it beautiful. Okay, so that's what. This is a short palazzo You see, so that's what makes this pocket beautiful. All right, so I haven't gotten the shape. You just cut it out. Just cut it out, right? So this is what you have. This is the pockets area now. So we are going to, you get a fabric like this. Okay, you measure, you know, we have taken away 2.5 inches. You have to replace it back, the 2.5 inches, coupled with the space for the pocket and then the sewing allowance. So all of that, you have to have enough fabric that will cover all of that. So right now I have 9 inches here. The length here is 9 inches for the pocket, 9 inches, and then the depth of the pockets, I have 12.5, 12.5. okay, so it's 9 inches and then 12/5, and then you cut it in 2 places because the pockets, you have 2 space for the pockets. Hope you understand. So we are going to take it to the sewing machine now so that I show you how to fix the pockets. All right, so we are going to cut the pocket for this palazzo trouser now. Okay, so I've gone ahead to attach my lining to it this way. You can also do the same to yours if you want to attach lining to yours. You just cut out just the way the trouser is, you know, and attach it, you know, like you have seen me do. You determine the length, the parts of the trouser where you want your lining to get to. If you want to do a full lining up to the ankle, it's fine. If you want to do half like this, it's fine. It's totally dependent on you. Okay, so this is one piece for the pocket. Okay, you open it. This is the front part. Okay, there are other ways of fixing, of, you know, achieving this pocket fixing, but this is one of the simplest way that has worked for me and for other of my students. Okay, on a good day, I'm supposed to, this shape we made out, we created out, we are supposed to, you know, also create out the same shape on the fabric, the pockets fabric that we've cut out and all of this, but I don't want you to be confused. Okay, that's why I've left it like this. If you follow this pattern, you are good to go. So this is one of the pockets. You just pick this up, you know. I refuse to shape this under part to form that pocket, that shape usually gets, you know, beneath the pockets. I refuse to do all of those. When you have succeeded in fitting the pockets, you can do all of those shaping. Okay, I just want you to get, because fitting of pockets on trousers is a difficult task for a lot of people. All right, so I want you to get it right. You pick up this fabric, one of the piece. This is the front part. You place it here, front part facing the front part. Okay, you turn it this way. Remember, it was 2.5 inches we cut out of this part. You place it like this. Already it has formed your 2.5 inches, but to be double sure, you measure to be sure that it's the same 2.5 inches that you took away from your trouser is what you are replacing back. Hope you understand. So we have our 2.5 inches. I'll just pin it down. Okay, and then you cut it out. All right, after cutting out, you sew. You sew using either 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch to sew. After sewing, you open it up and top stitch, okay, so that it relaxes properly, although you're going to give it a very good ironing. So you're top stitching on the pocket side, not on the trouser side, okay. After top stitching, watch carefully. You turn it in this way, okay. Hope you understand. You bring this pocket inside this way. And then we are also going to top stitch on this part. Although this, what we are going to do right now, is optional, but the top stitching we are going to do right now on this part is to add a kind of beauty to the pockets, the outer pockets. Hope you understand. It's optional, but I will advise that you adopt it, okay. You use a tiny stitch to do this. You sew on it. You can use like quarter of an inch or 0.35, you know, to do the sewing. This really adds beauty to the pockets. After sewing that, already the pocket is taking a shape. You see, your pocket is taking a form, but we are not done. You open it and then you flip it this way, okay. You flip it that way, then you come down here, bringing both ends of the pocket together like this, okay. You can pin if you want to. All right, you bring this end together. We are going to sew from here. We are going to sew from here where I'm chalking now. You create a curve. And bring it down here. Did you see what I just chalked? Did you see? Are you seeing the chalk? We are sewing from here. Create a curve and bring it down here, okay. Bring it down here. Down here is where you bring it down here, okay. So where you ended your sewing, you just notch it a little that way, and then you trim off this. Then you turn it inside out. We're going to top stitch on it so that the pocket does not get loosened. Okay, we're just going to do a top stitch on it. This is just for you to secure your pocket so it does not get loose. So when you put your money or your phone in your pocket, none of it will fall out. Okay, so after doing that, turn it back that way, and then you position it like this. This is the inner part now. You've created it. It's very easy, very simple. Very, very simple. If you follow the steps, you see, your pocket is ready. Very, very ready. This is it. It's ready. So if you measure now, you will see that you have your 2.5 inches that you cut out. Remember, it was 2.5 inches we cut out. What we have here is 3 inches. So we have an extra of 0.5 inch, which you can cut out or use it as part of our sewing allowance. The more reason why you should use 9 inches. Okay, if you use anything short of 9 inches, you are going to be short of the measurement you initially measured out when you were doing your cutting. Okay, hope you understand. So I'll just pin it down. Okay, and then we'll come here, down here, to secure the fabric to our pockets. Here, you just make a small sewing here to hold this pocket to hold your trouser to this pocket fabric. Hope you understand. Just like that. You also come here, up here, and run a straight stitch to hold this trouser down to this inner pockets. Hope you understand. To hold this trouser down to the inner pockets. Okay, just a loose stitch. Hope you can now fix a pocket. If there is any part of this tutorial video, if there's any part of this tutorial you do not understand, please drop your question on the comment section below. You can even call me for more explanations. Okay, like this video, share it, give it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. Okay, so the same way you fixed here. Our pocket is set. You see, ready, beautiful. The same way you fixed here is the same way you're also going to fix the other side. So we are going to take the darts for the back panel. This is the space we provided for darts, the notch. So you measure from here down to 6 inches. We are going to join with half an inch to the band, so we are left with 5.5 inches, and then your 0.5 inch that's provided for it. You bring the other panel, you place it this way, crotch to crotch. I told you that earlier. Crotch to crotch, and you sew. Before I continue, the zip for this palazzo is going to be at the back, and this is the back area where the zip is going to be. So you can do a 0.7 inches, a 0.7 inch downward, okay, this way, making that provision for your zip. Remember, the band is 1.5 inches. Your zip is between 7, 8, and 9 inches. So we take out our 1.5 inch for the band, and then this is where our zip is going to get to. So let us do 8.5. Okay, so you do 7.5. You sew 7.5 up to this place where your zip is going to get to, and then you reduce your hand to 0.5 and sew down. Hope you understand. After sewing, you open it and you give it a proper ironing. Proper ironing. Oh. Open and iron properly. Properly. Okay? Open and iron properly. So I said you bring both panels together, crotch to crotch. This is the front panel. This is the back panel. So you position it this way, crotch to crotch, right? Position it properly, and then you pin. You open it. And then you pin both panels together. Okay? And then you sew from here down to the length. Okay? you sew down, you come back here, and you sew down. Okay, hope you understand. You pin both panels together, crotch to crotch, the front and the back. Okay, you sew down to the length, the full length, entire length. You come back to the middle, and then you sew down also. So you bring it together like this. Okay, you shape it if you need to. You shape it, and then you sew down. You sew from here down, sew from here down, and your trouser is ready. What is remaining is your band and your zipper, and then weaving. Okay, so we are going to cut our band for the palazzo trouser now. So I folded my fabric into two. Okay, so you bring the waist of your trouser together. This is the front part. You fold it together like this, and then you place it on the fabric, this fabric. Place it this way, and then you use your chalk to chalk out the waist area so that you can get a perfect band. Right, this is the line. Okay, and then you measure upward. It was 1.5 inches we removed for the band, so we are going to measure. It is not on fold right now, so we are going to measure out the width. It's not on fold, because it's not on fold, it's going to be 3 inches. Okay, and then we'll add 1 more inch to it for the joining allowance, so that makes it 4. On this part, you can add 1 more inch to it for the turning of the lining at the side. Okay, and then you cut it out. Infuse your paper stay or soft stay to it, and attach it to your trouser. This is how the band should be. Okay, infuse your stay to it. Attach it to your trouser, to the waist. Okay. Fold the hem of the trouser, the down parts. You can either sew or you use your hemming gum rather, on it. Weave the inside properly. Weave properly. Fix your zippers at the back. Fix your zippers at the back, and your palazzo trouser is ready. Hope you found value in this class. If you did, please kindly give a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and then we'll see you on our next video. Bye for now.